Some of Hollywood's brightest stars gave their most unforgettable performances, only for tragedy to strike before their final films could grace the big screen. In these bittersweet stories, the legacy of these actors lives on through the roles that would become their final bow. One such star is Heath Ledger. Heath Ledger's performance as the Joker in The Dark Knight is often called one of the greatest portrayals of a villain in cinematic history. Ledger completely transformed himself for the role, diving into the mind of the chaotic and unpredictable Joker. He spent months preparing, even keeping a journal to capture the thoughts and emotions of the character. His dedication paid off, as audiences were captivated by his chilling laughter, unsettling mannerisms, and the deeply disturbing but fascinating portrayal of the iconic character. Sadly, Heath Ledger never got to see the overwhelming success of his work. In January 2008, just months before the film's release, he died from an accidental overdose of prescription medications. The world mourned the loss of such a talented young actor, who was only 28 years old. After The Dark Knight was released, it became a massive success. Critics and fans alike praised Ledger's haunting performance, and he was posthumously awarded an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor. This marked a rare moment in Hollywood history, as his legacy lived on through his final completed role. Ledger's Joker didn't just set a new standard for villains in cinema, it solidified his place as an unforgettable icon in film history. James Dean. James Dean was one of the most promising stars of his time, known for his raw talent and unique style. With only 3 major films to his name, East of Eden, Rebel Without a Cause, and Giant, he became a cultural icon. Dean's passion for acting was matched by his love for fast cars and racing. He lived boldly, often pushing boundaries in both his craft and his hobbies. In 1955, Dean had just finished filming Giant, where he played Jet Rink, a character who rises from a ranch hand to a wealthy oil man. The role showcased his range as an actor and hinted at an even brighter future ahead. However, that same year, tragedy struck. While driving his Porsche Spyder to a race in California, Dean was involved in a fatal car crash. He was only 24 years old. After his death, Giant was released, earning widespread acclaim. Dean was nominated posthumously for an Academy Award, cementing his place in Hollywood history. His untimely passing turned him into a legend, symbolizing youthful rebellion and unfulfilled potential. Even decades later, James Dean remains a lasting figure of fascination and admiration, with his legacy inspiring countless actors and fans worldwide. Marilyn Monroe. Marilyn Monroe was Hollywood's ultimate star, known for her beauty, charm, and captivating screen presence. In 1962, she began working on Something's Got to Give, a comedy about a woman presumed dead who unexpectedly returns to her family. However, Monroe faced many personal struggles during filming. She often arrived late or missed days entirely due to health issues and emotional stress. Her behavior caused tension on set and delays in production. Before the film could be completed, Monroe tragically passed away on August 5, 1962, at just 36 years old. Her death was ruled a probable suicide, though it sparked endless speculation and conspiracy theories. With Something's Got to Give unfinished, it became a symbol of what could have been. Marilyn Monroe's untimely death cemented her as a legend. Her beauty and tragic story created an enduring myth, making her one of the most iconic figures in entertainment history. Philip Seymour Hoffman. Philip Seymour Hoffman was widely regarded as one of the most talented actors of his generation. He brought depth and complexity to every role, including his portrayal of Plutarch Heavensbee in the Hunger Games series. Tragically, Hoffman passed away from an accidental drug overdose in 2014 while filming the final installment, Mockingjay Part 2. His death at 46 shocked the entertainment world and left fans mourning the loss of an extraordinary talent. Hoffman had completed most of his scenes for the film, but a few key moments remained unfinished. To address this, filmmakers used CGI to recreate his presence and adjusted the script to redistribute some of his lines to other characters. Despite their efforts, his absence was deeply felt. While Mockingjay Part 2 was a commercial success, many felt the movie lacked the full impact Hoffman could have delivered. His untimely death left a void that could never be filled. Natalie Wood. Natalie Wood's career was filled with iconic performances, from West Side Story to to splendor in the grass. However, her final project, Brainstorm, became overshadowed by her mysterious death. In November 1981, while the movie was still in production, Wood was on a weekend boating trip near Santa Catalina Island with her husband, Robert Wagner, and co-star Christopher Walken. During the night, she went missing, and her body was found floating in the water the next morning. The official cause of death was ruled as drowning, but the circumstances sparked endless speculation and controversy. Questions surrounding her death remain unresolved to this day, fueling public fascination. At the time of her passing, Brainstorm was unfinished. The film, a sci-fi thriller about a device that records human thoughts and sensations, faced uncertainty as filmmakers debated how to proceed. After significant delays and reshoots, the movie was completed using body doubles and script adjustments to work around Wood's absence. It was finally released in 1983, 2 years after her death. Though Brainstorm received mixed reviews, it became a poignant farewell to Natalie Wood. The tragedy surrounding its production gave the film an emotional weight, and audiences couldn't help but reflect on Wood's immense talent and untimely demise. Her legacy as a beloved actress endures, and Brainstorm stands as a bittersweet reminder of a life and career cut short. Chadwick Boseman. He fought quietly, leaving behind a performance of immense power. Chadwick Boseman's role in Ma Rainey's Black Bottom was a testament to his unmatched talent and dedication. Set in the 1920s, the film follows the tensions between blues legend Ma Rainey and her band. Boseman portrayed Levi Green, a bold but troubled trumpet player with dreams of success. His performance captured the character's ambition, pain, and inner turmoil, leaving audiences in awe. What few knew at the time was that Boseman was privately battling colon cancer. Diagnosed in 2016, he kept his illness a secret from nearly everyone, including many of his colleagues. During the filming of Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, he endured surgeries and chemotherapy, all while delivering an extraordinary performance. Boseman's ability to channel such raw emotion on screen, even in the face of his personal struggles, speaks to his incredible strength and professionalism. Released in December 2020, the film became a critical success. Boseman's portrayal of Levi earned him widespread acclaim and a posthumous Oscar nomination for Best Actor. His heartbreaking monologues and powerful presence made the film a poignant farewell to a star taken far too soon. Bruce Lee. A martial arts master who became a global phenomenon after his death. Bruce Lee was already gaining fame for his incredible martial arts skills and magnetic screen presence. But his ultimate breakthrough came with Enter the Dragon. The film, which blended martial arts action with espionage, showcased Lee at the peak of his physical and artistic abilities. His role as a Shaolin martial artist, avenging his sister's death, captivated audiences with its intense fight scenes and Lee's powerful charisma. Tragically, Bruce Lee never lived to see the impact of his most iconic film. On July 20th, 1973, just days before Enter the Dragon premiered, Lee died suddenly at the age of 32 from a cerebral edema, likely caused by a reaction to a painkiller. His death shocked the world, cutting short the life of a man who had only begun to revolutionize martial arts in cinema. When Enter the Dragon was released, it became a global sensation, catapulting Bruce Lee to international stardom posthumously. His incredible skill, discipline, and philosophy inspired millions, and the film solidified his status as a legend. Bruce Lee's legacy extends far beyond Enter the Dragon. He is celebrated as a cultural icon, a pioneer of martial arts films, and a symbol of breaking barriers for Asian actors in Hollywood. His influence continues to shape martial arts cinema and inspire generations, proving that his legend remains as powerful as his on-screen presence. Bela Lugosi, the Dracula star's eerie, unfinished swan song. Bela Lugosi was best known for his chilling portrayal of Count Dracula, a role that made him a horror icon. However, by the 1950s, his career had declined, and he struggled with financial difficulties and health issues. Lugosi was working on Plan 9 from Outer Space, a low-budget sci-fi horror film directed by Ed Wood, when he passed away in 1956 from a heart attack at the age of 73. At the time of Lugosi's death, only a few minutes of footage featuring him had been filmed. Instead of abandoning the project, Ed Wood decided to continue. He used Lugosi's existing footage, unrelated to the story, and bizarrely pieced it into the movie. To fill in the gaps, Wood hired a stand-in, his wife's chiropractor, who was noticeably taller and kept his face hidden behind a cape. The result was an awkward patchwork of scenes that barely connected Lugosi's presence to the rest of the film. When Plan 9 from Outer Space was released in 1959, it was widely panned for its poor production quality, odd plot, and unintentional humor. However, over time, it gained a cult following as the worst film ever made. Despite its flaws, the movie became a tribute of sorts to Lugosi's legacy, keeping his name alive in popular culture. Though far from his best work, Plan 9 ensured that Bela Lugosi would remain an unforgettable figure in cinema history. Carrie Fisher. Princess Leia's journey came to an end, but not the way we expected. Carrie Fisher, beloved for her iconic role as Princess Leia in Star Wars, was a trailblazer both on and off screen. She reprised her role in the sequel trilogy, bringing new depth to Leia as a leader in the Resistance. However, Fisher's sudden death in December 2016 at the age of 60 shocked the world. She suffered a heart attack on a flight and passed away days later, just as The Last Jedi was nearing completion. Fisher had completed her scenes for The Last Jedi, but her unexpected passing left filmmakers facing a challenge for the saga's final installment, The Rise of Skywalker. Director J.J. Abrams and his team decided not to use CGI to recreate Leia. Instead, they crafted her scenes using unused footage from previous films. While her presence in The Rise of Skywalker felt limited, it was a heartfelt effort to honor her character and legacy. When The Last Jedi was released in 2017, fans were moved by Fisher's performance, particularly in emotional moments like Leia's reunion with Luke Skywalker. The film became both a continuation of her journey and a bittersweet farewell. Carrie Fisher's impact extends far beyond Star Wars. She was an outspoken advocate for mental health awareness and destigmatizing addiction, often sharing her own struggles with humor and honesty. Her legacy as a fearless actress, writer, and advocate ensures she remains a beacon of inspiration for generations to come. The Last Jedi stands as a testament to her enduring talent and the love fans have for their Princess Leia. River Phoenix. River Phoenix was a rising star in Hollywood, celebrated for his roles in films like Stand By Me and My Own Private Idaho. Known for his emotional depth and natural talent, he was seen as one of the most promising actors of his generation. However, his career was tragically cut short when he died of a drug overdose in 1993, outside the Viper Room nightclub in Los Angeles. He was only 23 years old. At the time of his death, Phoenix was filming Dark Blood, a psychological thriller about a man living in isolation after a nuclear disaster. With much of his role incomplete, the film was shelved for decades. It wasn't until 2012 that the movie was finally finished, using voiceovers and existing footage to fill in the gaps. Dark Blood became a bittersweet reminder of River Phoenix's immense talent and the loss of what could have been an extraordinary career. Clark Gable. Clark Gable, famously known as the King of Hollywood, had a career filled with iconic roles, including his unforgettable performance in Gone with the Wind. By the time he began filming The Misfits in 1960, Gable was in declining health. The production was grueling, with scorching desert temperatures and tension on set. Co-starring Marilyn Monroe and Montgomery Clift, the movie was an emotionally demanding drama that required Gable to perform intense physical stunts, including wrangling wild horses. Shortly after filming wrapped, Gable suffered a heart attack and passed away on November 16, 1960, at the age of 59. He never lived to see The Misfits released in February 1961. The film, written by Arthur Miller, is now considered a classic and a poignant farewell for Gable. The Misfits marked the end of Gable's storied career, showcasing his enduring charisma and rugged charm. It remains a fitting tribute to Hollywood's original leading man. John Candy. John Candy was one of Hollywood's most beloved comedic actors, known for his roles in classics like Planes, Trains, and Automobiles and Uncle Buck. In 1994, while filming the Western comedy Wagons East, Candy tragically passed away from a heart attack. He was on location in Durango, Mexico, when he died in his sleep at the age of 43. His sudden death shocked fans and left the film's production incomplete. To finish the movie, filmmakers used body doubles and recycled footage of Candy, carefully piecing together his remaining scenes. While the final result felt uneven, it allowed the film to serve as Candy's farewell to fans. Though Wagons East received mixed reviews, it remains part of Candy's legacy as a gifted performer who brought warmth and humor to every role. His untimely death left a void in comedy, but his work continues to bring joy to audiences around the world. Brandon Lee. Brandon Lee, the son of martial arts legend Bruce Lee, was forging his own path in Hollywood. He had landed the lead role in The Crow, a dark, gothic film about a man who returns from the dead to avenge his fiancée's murder. The role showcased Lee's physical prowess and emotional depth, marking him as a rising star. Tragically, Lee was killed on set during the filming of The Crow. In a horrific accident, a prop gun loaded with a defective blank discharged a fragment of a real bullet, fatally striking him. He was rushed to the hospital but succumbed to his injuries on March 31, 1993, at the age of 28. The accident sent shockwaves through the industry and led to increased scrutiny of on-set safety protocols. Despite his death, the filmmakers decided to complete The Crow as a tribute to Lee. They used stand-ins and early CGI technology to finish his scenes, ensuring the film's release in 1994. The movie became a critical and commercial success, celebrated for its unique style and Lee's haunting performance. Over time, The Crow gained cult classic status, cementing Brandon Lee's legacy. Though his life and career were tragically short, his final performance continues to captivate audiences, making The Crow an enduring symbol of his talent and potential. Audrey Hepburn. Audrey Hepburn, known for her elegance and timeless performances in films like Breakfast at Tiffany's and Roman Holiday, graced the screen one final time in Steven Spielberg's Always. Released in 1989, the film featured Hepburn in a small but memorable role as Hap, an angelic figure guiding the protagonist. Her serene presence brought a sense of warmth and wisdom to the movie. What many didn't know was that Hepburn was battling a rare form of abdominal cancer at the time. Despite her illness, she delivered a heartfelt performance that reflected her poise and grace. Shortly after completing the film, her health rapidly declined, and she passed away in January 1993 at the age of 63. Always served as a poignant farewell to a beloved actress whose charm and talent captivated generations. Hepburn's final role remains a testament to her enduring legacy as a Hollywood icon and humanitarian. James Gandolfini. James Gandolfini, best known for his intense role as Tony Soprano in The Sopranos, showed a softer side in the romantic comedy drama Enough Said. In the film, he played Albert, a kind-hearted and lovable character navigating a new relationship. His warm and relatable performance revealed Gandolfini's range as an actor, endearing him to audiences in a whole new way. Tragically, Gandolfini passed away unexpectedly in June 2013, just months before the film's release. He suffered a heart attack while vacationing in Rome, leaving fans and colleagues heartbroken. He was only 51 years old. When Enough Said premiered later that year, it became more than just a movie. It was a tender goodbye to a beloved actor. Critics and fans praised his heartfelt portrayal, and the film stands as a testament to his talent and humanity. Gandolfini's legacy endures as one of Hollywood's most memorable and versatile performers. Vic Morrow. Vic Morrow, a seasoned actor known for his roles in Blackboard Jungle and Combat, was cast in Twilight Zone, the movie. In the film, he played Bill Connor, a man transported through time to face the discrimination faced by marginalized groups. The role required intense scenes, including one filmed at night, with a helicopter flying overhead. During the filming of a climactic scene, a tragic accident occurred. On July 23, 1982, Morrow was carrying two child actors across a river as part of the action sequence. A helicopter, flying too low due to pyrotechnics, lost control and crashed. The rotor blade struck Morrow and the two children, killing all three instantly. The horrific incident shocked Hollywood and led to lawsuits and investigations into the production's safety practices. The tragedy brought about major changes in on-set safety regulations, particularly for stunts involving vehicles and child actors. The accident cast a dark shadow over the film, with many associating it with the deadly event rather than its content. When Twilight Zone, the movie was released in 1983, it faced mixed reviews and never escaped the cloud of controversy surrounding the tragedy. Despite this, Morrow's legacy as a skilled actor remains intact, though his untimely death is a sobering reminder of the importance of safety in filmmaking. John Ritter. John Ritter, beloved for his comedic brilliance in Three's Company, had a knack for bringing humor and warmth to every role he played. In 2003, Ritter appeared in Bad Santa, a dark comedy where he played Bob Chapesca, a timid and awkward mall manager. His performance added a touch of levity to the film's edgy tone, showcasing his range as an actor. Tragically, Ritter passed away unexpectedly in September 2003 from an undiagnosed heart condition, an aortic dissection, just 2 months before the film's release. He was only 54 years old. His sudden death shocked fans and the entertainment industry, leaving a void in both television and film. When Bad Santa premiered, it was embraced as a hilarious yet unconventional holiday film. Ritter's performance was particularly appreciated, serving as a bittersweet reminder of his talent. His legacy as a versatile actor who could balance comedy and heartfelt emotion endures, ensuring his place in entertainment history. Peter Sellers. Peter Sellers, renowned for his comedic genius in films like the Pink Panther series and Dr. Strangelove, was one of the greatest comic actors of his era. His final film, The Fiendish Plot of Dr. Fu Manchu, saw Sellers playing dual roles as the infamous Dr. Fu Manchu and his nemesis, Nayland Smith. The movie was a light-hearted spoof, showcasing his signature humor and ability to transform into eccentric characters. Sadly, Sellers passed away from a heart attack in July 1980, just weeks before the film's release. He was 54 years old, and his untimely death shocked the world. When The Fiendish Plot of Dr. Fu Manchu premiered, it received mixed reviews. Critics felt the film lacked the sharp wit of Sellers' earlier works, though his performance was still admired for its charm. Despite the film's reception, Peter Sellers is remembered as a comedic legend whose versatility and timing were unmatched. His final performance served as a reminder of his extraordinary talent, even if it wasn't his strongest work. Sellers left an indelible mark on the world of comedy, and his influence continues to inspire performers to this day. Chris Farley. Chris Farley, known for his energetic comedy and larger-than-life personality, was originally cast as the voice of Shrek in DreamWorks' animated film. Farley recorded nearly all of his lines, portraying Shrek as a kind-hearted, relatable ogre navigating rejection and self-doubt. His take on the character was heartfelt and emotional, much different from the version audiences eventually came to know. Tragically, Farley died in December 1997 at the age of 33 from a drug overdose, leaving his work on Shrek unfinished. His passing devastated fans and colleagues, including the production team behind the film. With much of the movie still in development, the decision was made to recast Shrek. Mike Myers, a fellow Saturday Night Live alumnus, took over the role, transforming the character with a Scottish accent and a more comedic tone. The final version of Shrek, released in 2001, became a massive success and a pop culture phenomenon. However, many fans and creators have wondered what could have been had Farley lived to complete the role. His recordings, later released publicly, revealed a softer, more vulnerable interpretation of Shrek. Farley's untimely death not only robbed the world of his comedic genius, but also of a uniquely different vision for one of animation's most iconic characters. Next is Paul Walker. Wait, you're still watching but not subscribed? That's like watching the entire movie and skipping the credits scene. Hit that subscribe button and join the crew. You won't regret it. Paul Walker was a beloved actor known for his role as Brian O'Connor in the Fast and Furious franchise. His charming on-screen presence and love for fast cars made him a fan favorite. In 2013, during a break from filming Furious 7, Walker tragically died in a car crash. He was a passenger in a Porsche that lost control and hit a tree, killing both him and the driver. His sudden death at 40 years old shocked fans, co-stars, and the entire film industry. At the time of his death, Walker had not completed filming his scenes for Furious 7. To finish the movie, the filmmakers used advanced CGI and enlisted his brothers, Cody and Caleb Walker, as stand-ins. They worked closely with the production team to ensure Paul's character was given a fitting conclusion. When Furious 7 was released in 2015, it became more than just a blockbuster. It was a heartfelt tribute to Paul Walker. The emotional final scenes, paired with Wiz Khalifa's song "See You Again," brought tears to audiences worldwide. The movie's success and Walker's legacy as a kind, humble star ensured his memory lives on in both his work and the hearts of his fans. Paul Walker's story, like so many others on this list, is a powerful reminder of the talent and humanity these stars shared with us. If one of these performances or legacies touched your heart, let's show them some love. Drop their name in the comments with a heart or share what they meant to you. Your thoughts could spark a conversation that keeps their memory alive. And while you're here, check out the video on your screen. 25 celebrities who predicted their own deaths. It's a chilling yet fascinating journey you don't want to miss. Click now.